I'm Dr. Olusegun Edodojo. I'm urban and regional planning, planner by profession, and a disaster risk, reduction expert, which is a proactive way of looking at disaster risk management in the country. I am the visionary for Research as Resource area. Areas is Research as Resource. It's a repository. And the whole idea of area came up out of the fact that from my academic background and from my relationship with some of my lecturers, professors here and there, those that supervise my PhDs and things like that, I find out a lot of projects, a lot of outcome of researches, are allowed to rot away in my time. Most of them are just left on the shelf, and they just hang on there without being beneficial to the owner, or without being beneficial to even to the general, populace. So area it came up as a result of the fact that there's a need for some of the various projects, which are the hard hand work of people, to become something like a gold. Golds don't depreciate, they mature. And it's not my humble view that researches too should mature. They can be reviewed, they can be added to, they can be subtracted for, and they can be made to benefit human beings on a continuous basis, rather than just hanging in a hard copy. Like my PhD dissertation is hanging for 34 years in my library and not benefiting, the generation of people that are coming in that area of profession. And I believe that if it's something that is online or in a repository that people can be able to download and be able to use the way they want, it will have been very beneficial to people and even to myself. Because when people download, it's possible for people to pay some royalty in form of tokens that will be beneficial, however small they may be, to those who embark on such research. So I believe research should be a resource and not just something that will just be allowed to lay waste without being beneficial, to people. So that's how the whole conception of area came about. Well, the whole idea about area came each time I'm with my professor, my supervisor, my teacher, who later became my friend, and we consult together. When I see him buried his head in academics, in books, and all the rest of it, I will ask him, where are those great books you wrote? And those great articles you wrote in journals? I find out he can't even make mention of, can't even point to any one of them, most of them. Most of them, they are either, they have been lost in one way or the other. And it's so interesting for you to know that even in higher institutions, because there's no space for hard copies, a lot of student research, projects are burnt off. And to me, that one looks like, wasted effort and all the rest of it. So it's from then I started thinking that there must be an organized way, like a repository, where we can have students, lecturer, their research and all the rest of it, young authors, a lot of young authors all over the place, who we can have a kind of a repository where we can have their, projects and all the rest of it, their efforts, documented and stored, in a very systematic way that people can be able to come in and download them and pay a token for them. And so the works, they will be much more beneficial than just the way they are in hard copy. I know, yes, a number of institutions have tried to do some things online, but there must be a a targeted way to get some of those things on. That's where the whole idea of area started coming. And it's an area, it's a platform where those who are into editorials, lecturers, some of them are retired, but they are still very, strong upstairs. They can still be useful for many of the universities that are cropping up, that they don't even have enough resources to manage them. They can be useful in editorials. In the academic institution, it's either you publish or you perish. They need people who will be able to do a lot of editorial work for them on their journals and all the rest of. So, Area has a lot of things. Editorial, it has quite a number of things that can be online, publications of articles in journals, and there can be, when people make their inaugural lecture. Some of them can be uploaded on Harrier so that different people from diverse across the world can be able to have access to them and read them. So these are some of the things that the Harrier, the idea of Harrier came so that we can better organize ourselves, so that researches can become more of a resource like gold. They don't depreciate, they can be rehabilitated, they can be reviewed, and be much, placed in a better, at the beck and call of whoever will be able to use them in form of downloadables. Here is for the academic environment, students, lecturers, students with their projects, first degree, master's degree, postgraduate, doctoral degree projects can be uploaded on Arial. So it's for lecturers to do editing, editorials, to upload their inaugural lectures, and for authors, a lot of young authors who are looking for where to upload their documents, so that people can be able to read and pay a token for them. And then it's also for the other people. If you realize, if you know that we have many higher institutions, about 270 universities, about 156 polytechnics, and about 205 colleges of education. There are students, there are lecturers, that they all must publish one way or the other. They will need people to edit their work for them. And they need some online journals where they can upload their documents for people to see. So these are some of the people. Then publishers. There are publishing companies who have quite a number of things that people have done. They will need to, put them online rather than just in hard copies, so that can have a wider reach, globally. So those are the things, the people, the Arial are meant for. Being an online repository, Arial is able to provide sustained storage and access to the effort of people in research and publications. And then again, there are quite a lot of people, reserves, academic reserves, people who have retired here and there, people in the universities. They are able to come in as editors to help the young lecturers in over 500 and something higher institutions, university, polytechnic, and college of education, who wants to edit their journal papers. So Arial has a repository of editors who people can use in different segments of the academics to edit their work for them. Then again, it brings in value, a lot of value opportunity for the owners of the documents and the users in form of ability for them to get some little incomes as people make use of their materials.